Okay, they're coming on.
All right.
Woohoo.
Do I have to wait for a second, or are they?
Yeah, so there's about a little over 600 registered, so just make sure, typically give it like a minute or two because they're all,
Oh, I see it. Okay.
yeah. And I can let you know as well. Hello, everyone, welcome.
Look at that number just jumping up.
We're getting our hellos. So for our Smarter Agent people, I've been on probably like, I feel almost every Zoom call that we've done company-wide. So here we are again. Hobie jokes that I'm like our producer for these.
There you go.
You are.
It's just a lovely role that I have. I've gotten very good at Zoom.
New job title.
I'm good. I don't need any more.
All right.
Maybe just it's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe just another minute. Not even. We'll just see. So we will be offering this same webinar for those of you who, if you know someone that wasn't able to make it, will be Thursday at the same time. So today at 3 or Thursday at 3 for those of you, or if you just want to come on and watch again, there's an option. I think, Kevin, it's pretty slow. You want to start the introductions?
Sure. Absolutely. So welcome, everybody. Really glad you can make it today. And I'll answer a couple questions right off the bat. One, yes, it says we'll be recorded and we will be sharing this with you. Two, there is actually a second showing of this live on Thursday, Kate, right?
Yep.
3 o'clock on Thursday. So if you know any of your friends or agents that couldn't make it, you could let them know there's another one that they can sign up for. And we'll send an email out again with that same link. But really excited to introduce this to you guys. We have both Kayla and Rachel here from Smarter Agent. They're the company that's powering our new Hanna mobile app. So it's a really nice app. It's really easy to use. You're going to see, if you haven't already, that it's just one more tool that can get you more listings and more leads. So with that, I'm going to kick it off to Kate. Has a couple of words, and then we'll get into the presentation.
All right, for those of you who have not been on a Zoom call with us, this is going to be new stuff. For those of you who have, you know the drill. If you have anything that you want to share within the meeting, the chat is fine, but we do not, that's actually a scrolling thing meant to not be saved after. So if you have a question that you want to be addressed at some point, whether on this webinar or in an FAQ after the fact, you have to put it in the Q&A. We can actually download those and refer back to them. So as always, please use the Q&A for questions and answers. If you want to thank Rachel and Kayla and Deanna and all the lovely things about Smarter Agent, you can put that in the chat. And that is my spiel.
All right, with that, I will leave it with Kayla and Rachel. And thank you both very much for doing this today. Appreciate it. Again, it's a great app, and I believe our agents are really going to love this. So I'll let you take it away.
Cool. Thank you, Kevin. So now more than ever, I think that we've realized that we're living in a virtual world. The way we're connecting with clients and prospects is changing, and new technology is here to stay in spite of anything. Helen Hanna Casey recently stated in an Inman interview that very sentiment. She said that, you know, we've learned to work in this virtual world, and brokers are investing in that tech that will keep allowing you to do business no matter what the circumstances. So your app will allow you to become more of a tech-enabled agent and keep up with this changing world. So you want to be where your consumers are, definitely on mobile. So 90% of home buyers in a NAR study found their home on a device. 70% of your business comes from repeat and referral. And 40% of people have found their home on a device and then will refer a family member. So it's really important that having a personalized app will allow you to help your clients find their dream homes while also expanding your sphere of influence. So what is a real estate app and how can it benefit my business? By having an app, you're already one step ahead of the competition, and taking that time to learn about it like you are today is an awesome first step. So, you know, you kind of may be asking yourself, what is this app? How can it benefit me and my business? I think a common misconception is that you can only use an app to capture new leads. With the new Hanna app, this is not the case. It's actually, it's even better. It's a great tool to share with not only people that you're prospecting, but you also want to share it with your past clients, and then they can share it with their sphere of influence. And that really builds your repeat and referral network. So let's get started so you can be experts. So today we will cover why you use an app and the benefits, as we were kind of discussing before, logging in and why logging in is critical to using your app, the basic key features and functionality, and then why downloading and sharing your app is important to your business. So we'll take you through just a little app timeline and how the app will be rolled out. We've been working hard with your Hanna team, including Kevin and Kate, and others, to make this launch really successful and exciting. So here's the upcoming timeline of what you can expect. So the Hanna app launched on Tuesday, June 2nd. The next day, you should have received a welcome email from your team. It included how to download your app and registration links for today's training, and then one that will be next week called Dominate Your Market. If you are an agent that had the Realty USA app, you would have received a notification on your phone to update your app. So once you do that, it'll rebrand you to your current Hanna app. The app will also update for your clients as well. So you're in the first training now, and we have another one scheduled for later this week, kind of as Kevin was referring to, if you wanted to take it again live, or if you know anyone that missed this one. And then next week, we'll be sure to follow up with the Dominate Your Market with Your App webinar, which will give you useful tools and tips on integrating your app into your daily business routine and marketing your app a little bit more. So let's highlight some key points about the app. Your app is very easy to share and market. It includes listing from your MLS coverage area, even if you're not the listing agent, which expands your sphere of influence and increases your transaction size. The app itself will work on both Apple and Android products, which is really great, including tablets and phones. And you know, speaking of technology, we're focused here at Smarter Agent on making sure the apps are up to date and working on the latest platforms. So we're constantly revamping our technology to keep up with everyone else's technology, you know, to keep up with this mobile world. And lastly, your app drives leads to you via calls, emails, and texts, which we will highlight more throughout the training today. So let's talk about how to get started and be successful right away with your app. There are 3 key steps to success with the app. So they are, first of all, to download the app. Second of all, to log in as an agent. This is really important to open up the app's features. And then you want to make sure that you are constantly marketing and sharing your app with your sphere of influence and all of your past clients, because this will lead to your increased repeat and referral business. As I mentioned earlier, you should have received your welcome email on Wednesday, June 3rd. This email came from your Howard Hanna team. It contains your unique link to download your personalized version of the app and login instructions. So if you need any assistance with this, for some reason you didn't get this email, you can reach out to the Howard Hanna Help Desk team. They're available always to support you. We'll get that bit out of the way. So the first key step for you to download your version of the app, one way this can be done is through your unique link. The unique link is made up of the Howard Hanna app link plus your unique code. The unique link leads to a landing page shown here where you or your clients could download your app. So promote this link in your email signature, marketing materials, or on your business cards. Anywhere you promote, you always want to promote this link. You can visit the link on a desktop computer and it'll prompt you to enter a phone or email to send the app link to. Then it can be clicked on from the phone and download the app. Even easier, if you or your client clicks the link from a phone browser, there will be a download now button that pops up at the top of the screen and they can just click it and you will be brought to the store to download it. So that's pretty simple. Another method of downloading is through texting, which everyone does. Each agent is assigned a unique app code, which they can text to the Howard Hanna 10-digit number to receive a link to download. The 10-digit number is the same for every agent, but the code is what makes it unique to them. So we are going to go over a little bit of the key app functionality, and Kayla is actually going to take us through this. So take it away, Kayla.
So everybody, here's a side-by-side of the company Howard Hanna app and an agent personalized version of the app. You'll notice that they're very similar in design, but the agent's version is personalized to them with their name underneath the Howard Hanna logo. As we go through this presentation, it's important to note that we always want the agent to have their personalized version on their phone to utilize and share with clients. You'll know it's your personalized version because of the way you see it here. Your name should always be at the top. If you don't see it and you see the national logo at the top without your name, that means you have the company version. You will need to follow the steps to personalize it, and the Howard Hanna support team is available to assist you. However, we'll also cover some of this in the presentation about how you can get your version on your phone to share with your clients. The home screen of the app has multiple preset search fields, which are GPS enabled. So the app automatically picks up the location of the agent or consumer and returns back properties based on their location. In addition to this, users can search by zip code, city and state, or even full address in the search bar. At the bottom of the home screen displays closest properties in rotation. This shows properties that are the closest to the user based on their current GPS location. To access the expanded menu, you would click on the 3 stacked bars in the upper left-hand corner of the app. This brings out a full list of menu options, including a contact block at the top to contact the agent directly. If you tap on the advanced search button from the menu, you can perform a more intuitive search and search by city and state, property type, price, number of beds or baths, distance from a certain area, or even the MLS number. We are really excited about this advanced search because we've just launched our new search suggester, which populates suggestions as soon as you start typing. Howard Hanna is actually one of the first to receive this new feature, and we think it's going to really benefit your clients. This search suggester is available both on the advanced search page and on the home screen of the app. Once a search is conducted, it will return a list of properties based on the criteria. The saved search notifications include instant or daily notices, which can be sent via email. This would populate all properties that fall within your search parameters. After the user has created an account, they can also set their notifications for saved properties and searches. And property notifications include price change, open house and off market. You can also select the frequency that these are received, daily or instant, and how you would like them to be delivered. Another feature you can use is a map view. The default is a list view. However, if you tap on the map icon in the upper right-hand corner, it will take you to a map view so that you can view listings based off of a geographic area. This option is also available from the home screen. Once you're on the map draw feature also allows you to draw a custom parameter right on the map to narrow down your search results. If you want to search for properties in a specific area, you just tap on the map draw icon and then use your fingers to draw a parameter on the map of a certain area where you want to search. As you can see here, once you have drawn a circle, properties will appear within the parameter and notify you of the price. After selecting a specific property, users will be able to see the property detail page. From this page, there's also the ability to perform certain tasks. This includes contact. By tapping on the contact button, users can call, email, or text the agent directly. If email or text are selected, a pre-populated message will be sent to the agent, which includes the specific listing that they're inquiring about. Nav. This uses the phone's map or navigation app, and the users can get directions directly to the property from right here. Refine takes users back to the advanced search field to edit their search parameters. Share can be used to share the specific property via text, email, Facebook, or Twitter. When sharing through one of these methods, it will pre-populate the agent's unique link to download the app. This is a great way for agents to share and promote specific properties. Anyone who visits the agent's unique link will have access to download their personalized app as well. And of course, save. Saving a property allows users to receive notifications relating to that property. And as you can see, if the phone is turned into landscape mode, the property photos will rotate into a larger frame. Sharing properties is easy. There's a share button on every property, and you can send the property link through text, email, or social media. When your contact receives the link, they can click on it to be brought directly to the property details page. We want you to be as accessible as possible since this industry relies heavily on connection. To support this, we feature contact buttons on every screen of the app. Contact buttons can be accessed via the expanded menu or on any of the property details or search fields. As an additional benefit, the emails and text messages create a pre-populated response, which actually includes information about the listing or the screen they're looking at. This allows the agent to know exactly what the client is looking at and give them some context to take the proper approach in communication. Your contact information is pulled from the Go Hanna portal. If you discover your app, phone, or email address is incorrect, please work with your help desk to update it through your system. Next, let's cover how you can log into your app. Logging into your app is critical, so let's talk about why. It is incredibly important because when you log in as an agent, you're now able to contact the listing agent from your app and also access the agent dashboard. These are features available to agents only once you activate via your account and login. Clients and prospects using the app can only contact the agent whose app it is. They will never contact the listing agent. Once you have downloaded and installed your personalized app, you'll want to log in as an agent using the email that is assigned to your account. This is also the email where you're reachable if you click the contact by email button in the app. The email is pulled from your Go Hanna profile, so if you're ever unsure of which one to use, that's a quick way to check. First, you will click on the login button from the menu, and then the agent login feature at the bottom of the screen. You'll enter the dashboard as the temporary password to activate your account. And then after you've entered your email and temporary password, you will receive an automated email to activate your account where you can reset your password. You will then return to the app and log in with the updated credentials and repeat steps 1 and 2. Once logged in, you can click on the 3 stack bars in the upper left-hand corner of the app home screen and select Agent Dashboard. This will be your Mobi board, timeline, and client features of the dashboard. The third key step to success is sharing with your clients and encouraging them to create an account on the app. And Rachel's going to go ahead and go over why sharing your app is so effective.
Okay, let's get into a little bit about sharing. So with mobile access, you'll get faster and easier access to search tools as well as an interactive experience. As we continue throughout the presentation, I want you to think of your app as not only a home search tool for clients, but your digital business card for yourself. By clicking on the Share App feature, you'll be able to instantly share via Facebook, Twitter, email, or text message. While the messages are pre-populated, excuse me, you can edit the text before each message that you send out if you like to. So here's a little bit about how the app works for you. We suggest that you call, text, or email your sphere of influence and past clients regularly and check in with them consistently. So, you know, you're up in the left-hand corner there and you share your app with a past client like Bob. Bob shares it with his wife, Carol, and they're searching together, and Carol really loves it. So she shares it with her coworker, Mary. Mary then shares it with her son, Chad, who's looking for a house. He loves it. He calls you about a home he saw on there, and then he shares it with his friend Jim from work because he thought it was really cool. Jim shares it with one of his friends. And so along the way, you have all these people that you didn't even share your app with as leads. So it's kind of cool. Your app is kind of always working for you the more that you share it and the more that you encourage other past clients and people that you've worked with to share it with you as well. So when you share the app with someone via text, they receive a message with a custom link to download your app and a personalized message. You can also share directly from the app to someone's email with a custom message or a specifically recommended property if that's the case. And then sharing to social media is great because you can share your app download link as well as any specific listings you may have as an extra advertisement boost, or post about an open house or virtual open house in some MLSs. And remember, you don't just want it to be, hey, download my app. You always want to provide what's in it for the client, what gives them value. It's the most up-to-date MLS information. They can set searches and saves, you know, all the benefits, make sure that you list it for them. And they have direct contact with you through the app. So that's pretty cool. And you always want to encourage clients to create their own account. It benefits you and them. You get that contact information and direct line with them. You know, and they can set searches and saves, again, as I said before. And your app is very secure. So once you have their information, it's not shared with any third parties like some other apps are. So when you log as an agent, you're now able to contact the listing agent from your app. Your clients and prospects using your app can only contact you, which is a pretty cool feature. And then as a reminder, your app is downloadable via your app download page, excuse me, as well as via text message. We also suggest to pick, when you're starting out, to pick like 2 key things to market your app. So whether it's adding it to your marketing materials, your email signature, your business cards, maybe some open house flyers, post about it regularly on social media. You really just want to get it out there as much as you can. So what is your agent dashboard and how do you use it? Kayla's going to walk us through this. Kayla, you want to take us through?
So sure, by logging into your agent dashboard as an agent, it'll give you key actionable insights into how consumers use your app, and it will enable you to tailor your follow-up and suggest the perfect properties and more. So let's get into your agent dashboard. The dashboard
Kayla?
has...
Sorry,
Yes.
just to interrupt, you're a little muffled. Can you move a little closer to your mic?
I can certainly try. Hold on just a second. Is that better?
Yep, a little bit.
Okay. So let me just move something here. How's that?
That sounds good. Sorry to interrupt.
Sure.
A little better.
No problem. All right, so the dashboard has 3 components. The first is the Mobi board. You can see a summary of your statistics within a date range. Timeline is a real-time activity feed, like a news feed of what's happening in your app. And client is a profile on each user of your app, properties they viewed, and recommendations and contact information. You want to make sure that you are logged into your agent dashboard. If you go to your expanded menu and you scroll down and you click on agent dashboard in the menu, you're good. If not, repeat the login steps that we mentioned earlier in the login section on that you can go ahead in and log in as an agent to unlock the feature. Once you log in as an agent, there will be an agent dashboard button in your expanded menu. Once you open the agent dashboard, there'll be 3 lines in the upper right-hand corner. This will expand your menu and allow you to select MobiBoard, Timeline, or Client. So let's review some of the key features of MobiBoard. If you start to use your app and you're wondering, are my users engaged with the app after they download it? What are some of the hottest properties in my market, or how am I comparing to other agents? MobiBoard will give you those answers. So at the top of MobiBoard, to change the date range, you click and can pick a wide range from the pop-up calendar and click Update. Once you do this, you can see overall usage within that selected date range. For example, you can look at the number of opens, number of unique users, number of new users, number of leads, and the number of times the app has been shared, as well as how many sets of notifications have been set up. The portal is scrollable, so you can scroll up or down for information. The middle section shows you an activity score. This summarizes how engaged your users are. You'll notice underneath that your top 50 users within the date range are listed. There's a colored dot next to them, which corresponds to the activity score wheel above. This color coding is present throughout the dashboard. You'll be able to see any contact information as well as their last search, in addition to whether they're an Android or iPhone user. It's important to note here that every user in your app is assigned a temporary ID number. Due to Apple's mobile privacy rules, we're not allowed to collect the user information until after they've agreed to provide it. So your Apple users will remain an ID number until they either contact you via email or create an account to save properties and searches. Android users are given the option to share their contact information with you before they create an account, but if they opt out, they will also be assigned that temporary ID number until they create an account or contact via email. This is why we mentioned earlier that you always want to urge your client to create their own account and give them the benefits so that way they can you can capture their personal information like name and email. At the bottom of MobiBoard, you'll find 2 leaderboards. The first one shows the most viewed properties within your MLS. This is great to see the hot properties on the market. And the next shows how you compare to your peers. Next up in your agent dashboard is the timeline feature. If you ever wanted to know when is the right time to reach out to a client, what your clients are searching, or what properties your clients are truly interested in, timeline is where you can view that information. To access, you'll click on the 3 lines in the upper right-hand corner to expand the menu and click on Timeline. Timeline is a good feature to see daily activity like a Facebook newsfeed, see who's using it, click on their ID or email to open their client profile to see more details. You have the ability here to see what properties your users are saving in addition to where they are searching. If there is contact information available for them, you can actually contact them directly from here. You can also click on their ID number, email, or phone number to be brought to their client profile, which will lead us to the next important session in your agent dashboard. Client is an amazing feature in this portal. You have the ability to see what your clients are searching for or saving. With this tool, you have the power to stay ahead of your clients and provide them with listings based on what they're currently searching for. We want you to know what your clients want before they tell you. So in the client's profile, you can see their contact information, the last time they used the app, in addition to the properties they are searching. Recommend properties to your clients based on their saves and searches, and be the foremost expert on what they need. Here, you can have access to view all of the activity of one specific client so you can tailor your communication to their needs. You can see the neighborhoods and price ranges most searched for, in addition to the summary of activity for that particular client and recommendations based on their activity. You will get recommended properties based on the client searches, in addition to seeing what properties they are viewing. The recommendations are properties that fall within the price ranges and zip codes that they are most searching in. As we mentioned, your agent dashboard is designed to help you stay ahead of your clients' needs. Watch their activities so that you can be the first to understand their desires, show them new properties, and win their business. Utilizing MobiBoard, Timeline, and Client will show you an overview of their activity and also help you to understand the details that will help you stay ahead of them. Your agent dashboard is also accessible on your Go Hanna account through a shortcut. Once you've activated your agent account on your phone, you'll be able to use this button to view your dashboard on a desktop along with other tools. Remember that if you need to update any of your contact information, your name or your photo, you will do so in Go Hanna. The app will update with any changes within 24 hours. So what now? Here are a few actionable items that you can take some steps to be successful. The first is to download your app and activate your agent dashboard by logging in. Start sharing your app with your clients, past and present, and encourage them to create accounts. Add checking your agent dashboard to your daily routine to stay ahead. And of course, leave a review of the app in the stores and ask your clients to do the same. The more reviews the app has, the higher visibility it has in the store. And it also, of course, looks great to have awesome reviews when people go to download.
Love those reviews.
All right, so if you guys have any questions or need support, you can also use the app help button located in your expanded menu. This will open a ticket directly to the help desk and they'll work with you on resolving any issues or questions you have. So Rachel and I just want to thank you for your time today. We hope this was a great introduction to the app. And before we open it up for questions, just a quick reminder that there is another introduction webinar scheduled for Thursday of this week at 3 p.m. And then next week we have the Dominate Your Market webinar on Monday at 3 o'clock, which will be a deeper dive into the Engage portal and how to integrate the app into your business. So once again, just thank you for joining us. We're going to continue to answer your questions. Please continue to share any in the question and answer box, and we'll read any out loud that we think everybody will benefit from. Okay, so I do have a request to cover the login instructions again, which we can certainly do. Rachel, if you want to slide back to, I think it's slide 26.
I will scooch back there. That is always the most popular slide. There's a, kind of scooch back 26. I think it was around. Steps to login. It's an agent. Okay.
So basically what you want to do is open your app and click on the 3 stacked bars in the upper left-hand corner to open your expanded menu. Down along the menu, you'll see there's a login button. Click on that. On the next screen, and this is really important, I think a lot of people skip this step, there is a button at the bottom of the screen that says Agent Login.
I've skipped this myself sometimes.
You want to click on that Agent Login button because if you don't, you're actually trying to log into the consumer portal and you won't have an account set up already. So click on Agent Login. And then on the next screen, you're going to use your email address that's tied to your Go Hanna account, as well as your contact button inside the app if you want to double check. And then the temporary password, the first time logging in, is the word dashboard. What this will do, it will activate your account and send you a password reset link. You'll want to go to your email, click on the reset link that was sent to you, and if you don't see it right away, make sure you double check your spam or junk folder. Sometimes these get filtered into there. So just double check for that email. And then once you reset your password, you're just going to go back to the app and repeat steps 1 and 2, and then
you kind of just like re-log in again with your new password, like kind of when you reset any password for, you know, Netflix or whatever. You just like kind of re-log in.
The other thing to keep in mind is if you've already attempted to do this before and you're having an issue where it's telling you that, you know, there's an error or your password's incorrect, Try the forgot password link as well. There's a possibility that without realizing it, you did successfully activate the account already, and you actually just need to reset your password again and reinitiate that password reset. So if the first time logging in, you don't get the email or it's giving you an error message, also attempt the forgot password link, because it could be that you've already activated it and you just didn't realize.
Okay, Kayla, do you want to pick a couple good ones?
Yep,
I can review some slides if you need me to go back.
Sure. And by the way, our colleague Deanna is also answering questions, so she's been answering them typed. So if you look at the answer box, you can also.
Thank you, Deanna.
So let's see. So we have someone who downloaded their app and then went and downloaded it again, but it's not their personal app. So what I would recommend is if you need to switch your branding and you've already logged in on a different, either the company app or maybe a different agent's app, you want to make sure that you log out if you created a login. And then what you want to do is delete the app and re-download from your personalized link. If you're having an issue getting your personal app downloaded, a good key tip for troubleshooting that is to make sure that you don't have private browsing mode turned on your device, and that you have cookies enabled. If you have private browsing mode turned
That's a good one, Kayla. That's a really good one.
If you have private browsing mode turned on or you have cookies disabled, the branding for your agent app can't be delivered, so you'll just get the company level. The other thing to mention is that sometimes if you've downloaded a certain brand, we make these sticky on purpose so that people have your branding. But then when you try to change it, sometimes it can be difficult because your device stores some of that data. So what you can do is actually clear your browser history before you attempt to download again, and clear your cache. And in that case, when you attempt to download again, it should come through. If you continue to have any issues, just go ahead and submit an app help to the help desk and we'll get you sorted out. So I know there's a few questions about having this presentation or recordings. I believe this is being recorded, so you guys should have access to a recording. And then you'll be able to review later on if you want to go back and review some of the steps.
Yeah, it's nice to go through at your own pace. It's a lot to take in, so it's nice to have a recording to kind of just go through step by step at your own pace, take it in, and try different stuff.
I do have a question here about deleting a contact once you're in the app. You can't delete users or contacts because they're downloading your version of the app, so there's no way to necessarily remove them. So we do get that question occasionally in support asked as well. Anybody who downloads your app from your personalized download link is going to have your branding and have and show up as one of your users. So we did have a question about where do you find the app. As an agent, you always want to use your unique download link. Anytime you go directly to the store to download, you're going to get the company version, and your leads are actually going to go to your national call center. They're not going to come directly to you. So keep in mind, if you share the wrong link or you tell your clients to go to the store, you're potentially giving away leads. So always, always, always share your unique link and share your personalized version of the app directly with your clients. I do have a question here about someone having trouble getting it on their iPad. So just so you know, there are actually settings on iPads that allow you to view the desktop version of websites rather than the mobile version. The download now button only appears on the mobile version. So if you're trying to download on your iPad and you're kind of just in a loop on the download page and you just keep sending it to yourself, check your settings in Safari and make sure you're looking at the mobile optimized view so you get the download link. I know it's a recent update, I think, that Apple made, where it defaults to desktop version because they're trying to encourage iPads as an alternative to a laptop. So that's just one really important thing to check if you're having issues. Go into your settings for your device, check Safari, and down towards the bottom, there's a toggle where you can turn on and off desktop version. So that's one setting you can take a look to potentially help solve that issue.
That's a really good tip.
Yes, if your name appears underneath the Howard Hanna logo, it is your personalized version. So as you can see on this slide right here, the one on the left is the company version. There's no agent name. And our example, kind of our test agent that we make up, her name's Jenny Hunter. She's on the right here. So you can see where her name appears underneath the logo. So the other thing is we have some people asking about why you're seeing listings from Maryland, Michigan, and Pennsylvania in your leaderboard. It's because your app has access to all of Howard Hanna's MLSs. So you can see that the access there is going to show you all of your coverage area. I have a good question here asking what you use the 10-digit phone number for. The 866-852-5666 number, excuse me, is for two purposes. One, that is the phone number where your text message are going to be delivered from whenever you request your download link. And then also, you can use that on marketing and advertising materials, and I think we'll go into this maybe a little bit more in the Dominate webinar. But for example, you could put a post or in your profiles on social media or on some marketing materials, you could say text and then your unique app code 2 and then the 10-digit number. So your users and your clients can actually send your unique download code to that phone number to receive the link. So it's kind of another way that you can market on your marketing materials.
Yeah, in the next webinar, Dominate, we get a little deeper into kind of following up, you know, from your Engage portal, client information, and then we get a little bit more into like the specifics of how to market your app, where you can market it, just some like kind of fun tips and tricks and stuff for marketing. So if you guys attend that one, we'll go a little bit more into that. Didn't want to overwhelm everyone with the basics and marketing in one webinar. So I think it's a good step.
And then I do have a question here. Will there be a link on GoHanna that you can use to check the app? Yes, so your IT team is actually implementing a new link on GoHanna that will allow you to take a shortcut to your Engage portal, or I'm sorry, your agent dashboard. Whenever you click on the link, it'll take you to your dashboard right there on your computer. You do have to activate your account on your app before you can look at it there. So you still need to go into the app and log in as an agent so that you can activate your account. That way your link will work in GoHanna.
That's why we stress logging in so much. I know we keep saying it over and over, but it really is the key to opening up all the other features that your app kind of provides. So definitely log in.
Another great question is, can the app be downloaded on 2 different devices? Yes, you can download the app on as many devices as you would like. And then you would just log in with the same credentials if you're using it as an agent on both devices. A good thing to remember is that once you log in as an agent on a device, the device is remembered. So if you log in as an agent and then you log back out, you're still going to have agent functionality to contact the listing agent. So if you download your app, log in as an agent, and then you decide you want to try a consumer login and test it out, just be aware that you are still going to see that functionality where you can contact the listing agent, and that's only because you've activated your actual device as an agent. So keep that in mind as well. There's a good question here asking if the password is linked to your Howard Hanna email password. There's no connection there, so you can create a custom password to your app that's different than other passwords. I believe the only limitation is it has to be at least 6 characters. Does the app utilize Howard Hanna listings or all MLS listings? The app utilizes all MLS listings for the MLSs that Howard Hanna has in the app. So any of the MLSs that we added based on your office locations, and that was part of the setup of the app, you already have. If your MLS is missing and you discover that, you're going to want to talk to your broker, and your broker will have to reach out and make a request to have the MLS added. But we can definitely add MLSs as you guys grow and your business grows. So just keep that in mind as well. All right. Does any, Rachel, Deanna, do you have any other good questions you've noticed?
I'm kind of going through and seeing if there's anything that we really didn't cover. Yeah, you'll have to know. I think like the email question is like, you'll have to know what email is associated with your account. Correct, Kayla?
Yeah.
A lot of like email questions. I think you just have to know like what that email is. And then when you do, then you shouldn't have any issues, right?
Yeah, and again, if you're not sure what that email address is, if you go into the menu and click on the email option, or on a listing, click on email, it's the email address that's going to send it to you. So your email address is the one that's in your Go Hanna account assigned to you. So you can check your profile, make sure you have the right email there. And then if for some reason you think it's still incorrect, just reach out to the help desk. Just keep in mind that the help desk can be reached for any questions, and you can also use the app help button right there in the app to reach out to them. So if you aren't sure of the email address or the phone number, when in doubt, just use the app help button right there in the menu. And in fact, using the app help button to submit a request is actually the best option, because whenever you open a ticket through the app, it's going to pre-populate a lot of information for us based on your device and what version you have downloaded. That's really useful and helps us resolve your issue faster. So keep in mind whenever you have any support requests, sending in an app help is actually the most effective way to get assistance.
Nancy, if you've logged in, the agent dashboard is just, you see the 3 lines on the left, click that, and then your big scrollable menu comes up. And agent dash should be on there. And then that's when where you get to movie board, timeline, and client.
And also just a reminder, your unique app code is actually built from your Howard Hanna URL. So a lot of you guys all have web pages on Go Hanna. So if your name was Mary Smith, your website is marysmith.howardhanna.com. Well, we actually take that first part and we create your app code from it. So there's a prefix, HHRE, and then we add your name as it appears in your web page after that. So everybody's unique code will be HHRE plus your first name, last name, as it appears in your web page URL, minus any special characters. So marysmith.howardhanna.com would have a unique app code of HHRE Mary Smith. No spaces, no punctuation.
Cool. I don't know, Kayla, do you see anything else? And again, I think once you guys get the recording and you go through a little bit slower at your own pace, that always helps too when you're playing around with any new tech or anything that's new to you. I think playing around is just the best thing. And then when you have this as a recording, it's kind of an aid to that. So anything else? Yeah, the share message can be personalized. You can kind of just click in there and
Yeah, any of the
whatever you
pre-populated
want.
messages
Yeah.
that you see come up can be customized if you type into them before you hit send. So just keep that in mind as well. And then I know I saw a question here if there's a way to share the app with more than one person at once. You could use the text message option, and then it'll open up your text message app, and up at the top in the contacts area where you enter who you're sending it to, you can type in as many contacts as you want and start a group message. So if you do share via text message and then start typing in all of your contacts' names, you can send it to a group. So
Yeah, it's almost just like doing a group text, basically,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Like any group text, yeah. Yes, you can share the app to Facebook and Twitter. They're working on Instagram presently, I believe.
Also, just keep in mind if you're using the app and I know I have a question here about someone searching in an area and the results say that there's no properties for sale. If that happens and you think that there should be, reach out to the help desk. It's possible there might not be MLS coverage in that area, or if there is, it's just a ticket that needs to come in to have something corrected. So always report if you feel like there's something missing in terms of listings, or maybe something didn't update as quickly as you think it should have and there's some information that's incorrect. Always report that as quickly as possible, because the sooner you report it, the sooner it can be resolved. All right. So I think a lot of questions have kind of slowed down. Kate and Kevin, do you guys have anything to add?
Sorry, I hit unmute there.
No problem.
No, I wanted to, I just wanted to thank both of you, Kayla and Rachel, for doing this demonstration for us today. You know, a lot of good questions coming in. I know some of you are trying to use it for the first time while you're watching this. And as Rachel said, great idea to just go home and play around with it and, you know, follow along with the tutorial at your own pace. And of course, if you do have questions, you know, contact the help desk and, or, you know, definitely through the app if you can. But the help desk also will, they have a direct line to Smarter Agent when there's a bigger issue involved. So they'll be able to work with them directly for you. So your first line is always the IT help desk. They'll have most of your answers for you. I think what I'm going to do, I saw a couple of people ask for the email to be sent out again with your link or your unique code. So I'm going to try to come up with a short email to send to everybody, just so you have that again. So look for that in the next day or so, and I'll get that out. But again, thank you both very much. Kate, thank you too. I appreciate all the time you took today to show everyone the great new app that they have. And look forward to doing this all over again on Thursday.
Woohoo! Fun times.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
having us. We had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, everybody have a great day, and we'll see everybody soon.
Have a great day. Play with your apps. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.